Okay, so this is these are a few graphs taken from the Urbanation December 2023 report. I know we're February, we get this kind of in January, and it's been a busy January, so better late than never. I want to touch here, and we've talked about this before, months of inventory and its relationship to pricing. And I want to talk about it today just because we're seeing some changes that I think are meaningful and going to most likely demonstrate some changing and some change in pricing. So let's start with today, and we'll work backwards. We'll let history kind of teach us something. So right now in the market, we're seeing, increased demand, lineups at open houses, 85 offers on properties, and we're in, January, February. And if we look back to December, we see a drop from prior to 3 months of inventory. So that activity and those numbers that we're seeing today are a result of this, okay? So if we look back, let's go backwards to the spring of 2023. We saw a dip in months of inventory, and at the same time, we saw a bump up in pricing, okay? Let's go a bit further back. Let's go to the beginning of 2022, okay? So we see here a dip in months of inventory, down at 0.5 months of inventory. And what do we see after that? In kind of January, before the interest rate increases, we saw a huge spike in terms of pricing. So I think it's safe to say that the correlation between months of inventory and pricing is pretty direct, and it's pretty reflective of what's happening in the market. So does this mean that prices are going to skyrocket? Not necessarily. We saw in the spring that we saw a blip and then things kind of stabilized again. They did increase the rates again, and hopefully we don't have to see that. Hopefully the maintaining of the interest rates will be enough, and the fact that maybe they won't lower them as quickly as they had previously anticipated, that may keep things a bit more stable. I'm personally, maybe because I'm wishful thinking, I don't want things to go crazy. So for me, I'm hoping that it's a bit of a blip and then things stabilize and then we see some moderate increases rather than a spike up and then them having to react and increase rates again, which just causes so much uncertainty, right, and lack of stability, and we don't want to see that. We want to just see kind of things consistent and constant. So that's my hope, I guess, maybe my take. I don't know if it's a prediction, but what do you guys think? Do you guys feel like this is the beginning of prices kind of taking off, or do you think it's a bit of a blip and things will moderately increase? Let us know in the comments below.